Welcome to Dolly Talk. This is Dolly. How is everybody doing today? Oh boy. So there was no Judge Fleischer this morning. He was being a little tease. It was supposed to be a jury trial today, but I'm wondering if the reason it wasn't televised is because he was doing voir dire. So, with any luck, we may see a jury trial tomorrow. Or not. But I checked his calendar, and Fleischer had several cases that could go to trial. I'm guessing just the oldest one will go first. Anyways, right now, we are going to be doing some more of Judge Simpson. We'll see how it goes. It was just a landlord-tenant disputes, so we'll see if that's good. And if not, then we'll do some more Middleton. Because why not? Hefka. I know, right? Who knew I had a channel? All right, what the hell am I doing here? And I'm in a really good mood because I just killed a carpet beetle that was just about to lay eggs. So, haha.
Okay, so
Are they ready? Are they ready?
I have not gotten confirmation anybody's ready.
Oh, God.
Jacqueline King? Or not? Town Center Place? Were you guys ready? I mean, if you weren't ready, that's fine.
We're ready, Your Honor. Thank you. Morning.
It's all right. It's not like it's
So I did on behalf of Ms. King, Jackie Snyder Haldar on behalf of Mark Quansbury from Laketon.
All right. And where are we on this? We're settled.
We're not settling.
Oh,
And we actually have a new notice to quit that I just found out about. So
what do you mean?
my suggestion would be to set this current case for trial. And then to figure out what's going on.
What's the issue?
So the latest issue is this King was threatening our security guard at the night.
Was doing what?
Threatening our security guard at the night. Your Honor, I have not seen the video. The documents state she came downstairs with a knife claiming that there was a predator in her apartment. And that's all I have. So they're gonna forward me the video. I'm sure she's.
That's a new issue. What about our old?
I mean, he wasn't threatening our security guard with a knife. I mean, he was opening a box and screaming, "I'm going to kill you." But he was talking to the box, not the security guard, I'm sure.
What about our, got it. What about our old issue?
Our old issue is still persistent. There's still plumbing issues that
Ah, the plumbing issue.
continues. We are looking for vouchers.
And she doesn't want to move, I take it.
Well, Your Honor, you know what's going on with Arbor One and the state of apartments in this county at this point.
Oh, we're not going to blame the state account. The apartments aren't bad.
She's called housing.
Guys, my doorbell just rang. I'm not expecting a package, though. I think I did post a spicy Hillary Clinton meme. Huh. It's a little concerning, but okay, we'll just pretend they didn't ring the doorbell.
Bureau for Seniors. She's been being harassed by management, and trust me, she would love to be.
That too.
But she just doesn't have any place to go. And it's
Is she subsidized?
ongoing are not her fault. And not valid.
And we continue to, plumbing issues are our fault and did not move this new drainage, et cetera.
That's true, Benjamin.
The plumbing people have been out, I've said several times, but they weren't there before, et cetera.
Your Honor, that's the biggest case. I suggest we set a trial.
I know what you're suggesting, but I'm not doing it. I can hear you. I guess what I'm trying to figure out is why,
Well, I just ate, Scott, so I don't need pizza.
well, let's look at it this way. If it doesn't turn out in her favor, where is she going to go? I mean, I'm trying to be pragmatic about this.
Actually, Your Honor, there was nothing available at this point. She's called housing to continue to call. There was a new development, that's full right there as well.
And where is she here?
No, she had a cancer, CAT scan morning. I spoke to the clerk. She was. It was okay with her not to hear me today. I had to go to the seven.
Has there been a jury requested on this or no?
Yes, sir.
All right, then is everybody going to be ready to go February 7th for final settlement conference?
Yes. For final settlement comment?
February 7th.
Jury selection would be at 10 on the 10th.
So final settlement on the 7th at 9 a.m.
Yes,
and jury selection on the 10th at what time?
8:30.
8. All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You guys need to figure out how to resolve this. Was that a 7-day on the new notice
Yes, it expires on the 41st, so.
of this month?
Yes, so it needs to be coming February.
Was there a police report done on that?
There's videos from the security cam. I do not believe there's triggers called on that. Oh, he said it.
We did a couple plates,
Okay,
but I don't know. I'll have to see if there was a report, Judge.
Was that Ipsy City or?
Yeah, it's in Atlantic City.
What I will do on that, so that expires on the 31st.
yes, sir.
Oh, it's always something.
Then are you then? You're going to seek to file that on the 3rd?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I will be putting that on the panel.
Oh, joy. So then what will happen is I'm looking at expedited scheduling on that one way or another so that somehow or another these cases may ride together in some way. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, 3D printing founders. My commentary? Can you give me a compliment sandwich if you're upset? Tell me something you like about my channel, then go ahead and criticize me, and then go ahead and give me another compliment.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They're sitting together. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is like the planets being aligned in some weird way. So something terrible is going to happen. What are
Because
these?
you're suing each other doesn't mean you can't go on a date. Oh, thank you, Christine. See, Christine likes my channel.
Thank you. Why did we? You could have led with this. Never mind. Old Town Realty versus Keebler Furniture Works and Nancy Kipka.
She's a
Good morning,
keeper.
Your Honor. Carissa Gazeri, appearing for plaintiff.
I kind of do too. Want to shove.
Hello.
Is that okay, 3D printing founders?
Nancy Kipka.
All right. And your position is? And just so that I got a problem. Only because you need an attorney. This is a corporation.
Right.
Yeah, I know, but
Oh, gee. Jesus. The hell are you grabbing there, Pops? Oh, that's very cool, Christine. Good job.
all right, go ahead. I mean,
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm sorry, the actual date that we're putting this on the record needs to be changed. So it's not the 10th today, so we could just change that to the 28th.
in the first paragraph.
Yeah, thank you. Your Honor, essentially this case is being dismissed without prejudice, subject to these terms. The outstanding balance that's owed to plaintiff by defendants is $27,482. That amount includes support costs. Defendants may retain possession of the lease premises through the end of their lease term, provided they comply with the following. They shall pay their monthly rent plaintiff timely, commencing on February 1st, 2025. In addition to the monthly rent, defendant shall pay the outstanding arrearage of $27,482 to plaintiff as follows. They're going to pay $70 per month beginning on February 15th, continuing on the 15th of each month thereafter, including outstanding balances paid in full. Defendants are going to act in good faith to pay off the outstanding balance sooner if possible. Plaintiff will issue a credit in the amount of $3,900 to defendant's creditor in resolution of defendant's claims of flooding and water damage at the lease premises, provided that defendants comply with the terms of the order. The credit is going to be issued it's going to be split into two. So $1,950 is going to be credited to defendant's ledger within 7 days of entry of this order. And the remaining $1,950 credit will only be issued at the end of the payment plan if defendants have complied. Defendants are also agreed to comply with the terms of the lease. In the event that they fail to comply with the terms of the order, plaintiff would be entitled to an immediate judgment for possession with a money judgment and an order of eviction to issue immediately upon the filing of an affidavit of noncompliance with the court without hearing so notice to defendants via mail to the lease premises. Defendants are waiving the 14-day notice and objection period. 56-day rule is being waived. The time for requesting issuance of the order of eviction shall be extended from 56 days to either 365 days, the date of entry of this order, or until the payment plan contained in paragraph 3B of the order is completed in full, whichever date is later. Terms of the lease agreement remains in full force and effect. Neither party is waiving any claims or rights under the lease. Having contained in the order should be construed to be admission or finding of fault on the part of either party.
Hey, by phone.
If you could explain the 3-day rule.
And folks, is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
Specifically, Ms. Kipka, because she's the named party. That And I would advise you that you would have 3 business days to think about this. You believe that there's some legal reason, some confusion on your part, some right you didn't assert. You'd have to file a motion with the court within that time frame. You understand that? That doesn't mean I would grant it, but you have the right to file that motion. I will sign off on the conditional order dismissal. I would only note for the record that there, in terms of its enforcement, because the furniture works was not represented by counsel, there may be issues with that should this not be complied with. However, I would also note that because of this being set today for a final settlement conference, that I could also, and plaintiff could assert that I could have defaulted them on this date, could have defaulted the corporation on this date. So in lieu of doing that, I will sign off on the conditional order dismissal. Thank you.
Hey, Justin. You won't get it, but you can ask. You got 72 hours for me to say no.
This isn't going. This isn't going.
This isn't
And it's your
going.
fault. Evergreen Apartments versus Kenyatta Mitchell.
Hello.
Whoa.
Dairy drink or something.
And your name?
Kenyatta Mitchell.
Oh, God.
All right. And I guess the first thing, Ms. Mitchell, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Ms. Mitchell, was that your first one?
This is my third.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations. It's still in order.
Thank you.
Okay. Where are we on this case?
The outstanding balance is $3,611.57. I understand that SOS has approved over $3,000, but they require a ledger with a balance of $3,000 or less to release payment. On my notes, my client indicate that Ms. Mitchell indicated that she was going to pay the remaining $611.57 last week to prevent February rent from clicking in, but no payments received.
Okay. Ms. Mitchell, where are you on the 61157?
So I did have a meeting with Friends Indeed, and they told me that they would have an answer for me by Wednesday. So if they don't pay it, then I will pay the $611.57.
Say that again. God, I hate these people.
Friends, I had an intake with Friends Indeed yesterday, and they told me that they would have an answer for me by tomorrow. So if they don't, then I will pay the $611.
Okay. How much is your monthly rent?
$1039.
Okay. Well, I guess my question is, because I'm coming down to the end of the month, why weren't you just going to pay it?
I should have. I can just pay it. I was just next month's rent is up too.
Pardon?
My next month's rent is up as well, so I'm going to pay both of them.
When are you going to do that?
By this Friday.
Pardon?
By this Friday.
This Saturday?
Friday.
Friday?
Mm-hmm.
They're not, I guess my only issue is if it does click over into February, they're not going to terminate. What I don't want, Ms. Mitchell, what I don't want to have happen is for you to lose the 3,000.
Right. So I can just go ahead.
So that 611 needs to be, the 611.57 needs to be paid.
Hey.
What I will do is, so that we can at least track it, let me move this back to the pretrial docket, because it actually is on that docket. I just moved it to today because of the birth of a child. So let me just put this on for this Friday, the 31st,
It's going to be Thursday.
2025 at
2 p.m.
at 2 p.m.
Okay.
So, and Ms. Mitchell, if you can get it paid on Thursday so that we know,
Mm-hmm.
it would be better off, so that
Okay.
hopefully this case can get dismissed. And I don't know that the 3,000 will come through, but we can probably do something so that it doesn't continue into February. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Gulfside Lake versus Jadita Mills. What's your name?
Janine,
Okay, and where are we on this case?
Your Honor, the outstanding balance is $3,831.83. I understand that there is $3,430 in escrow.
I'm sorry?
My understanding is that there's $3,430 in escrow.
What do you have?
There is, I gave it them.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
I just
'Cause
unplugged
I only-
mine.
Did something get paid recently?
Yeah, she posted today.
Today. Okay, that's why. Okay. So how much is in escrow?
Yeah, it's a sound effect. idea.
3,430 is my understanding.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So I don't know how this price is increasing, maybe some late fees, I don't know, but as you know, I do want out of this lease. Because, and I have proof of all of this in my phone, Melissa has it and everything, not only the mice in my units. So we have not had no Christmas, no Thanksgiving, my family have not had to take to anything because of the
Mice wouldn't have
mice.
mind.
To this day, I'm still out of heat, partially in my unit, the heater that they left in the beginning is still there.
Are you willing to let her out of release? Do you know?
I don't have authority to waive any early termination.
When is your lease up?
Lease is up in July. I've already been approved elsewhere. I'm letting Section 8 go because it serves me no purpose anymore, and I'm just trying to move forward and get somewhere and get settled
If it could be arranged, when would you move?
within a week or two.
Can you bring the mice with you?
Is there any way you can call your client to see, or she's here? No.
Yeah, but
And there's black substance that has been coming through my vents that has gotten all of my furnace.
Ma'am,
Ah,
so what do you want to have happen? I mean,
I just want out of this lease. I'm hoping I can get some of this money back in escrow. I've never been in this situation, so I don't know if that's possible. Because I have to pay over $1,800 to move to this place, and this has inconvenienced me a lot.
well, right now you're in the middle of a lease. Otherwise, you're going to head to trial. I don't know. You're going to have to make decisions as to what you want to do. They're going to want to be paid. If you terminate your lease
the mice.
early,
Oh, the landlord.
what would actually end up happening, you'd have additional costs for the termination of the lease. So you're not going to get it all. You're not going to get everything that you want. So the question is going to be whether or not they're willing, I guess, first of all, to let you out of the lease, because if they're not, then it looks like we're just headed for trial.
Yes, I can't live. There's mice. It's a disaster.
And Your Honor, I just have to address some of the items that Ms. Mills has brought up. These have all been addressed by maintenance. We have records, there's emails confirming what's been done. So I think that it's all very good.
All right. All right. Why don't we pass the matter? Let's see whether or not they're going to do it. I would say this, ma'am, that what's your balance currently, counsel, that's owing?
$3,831.83.
And that's because the late fee got clicked in. So that last late fee can do something with that. And she's got 34. So we're about almost 400 different. Or thereabouts, if my math is right. All right.
So they're gonna have to.
Ma'am, I don't know if they're going to let you out. Let me pass it. And I think what's owed, well, let me put it to you this way. If they let you out, I'm not going to order that any of this escrow. The escrow is going to have to go to the plaintiff. And there's an additional amount that needs to be paid. So I'm just letting you know where my mind is on it. So what I might suggest is that you talk to Ms. Kazari, see what you can work out if they're willing to let you out. I don't know if they are or not, but all right, I'll pass it and let you guys talk. I'm sorry. Okay. So, almost afraid to ask. Hugh, Zanin, you guys ready on anything or?
I think you just have to set a trial date. I think she asked for
You know I don't do that. Who?
no what else to do. No, yeah, she's talking to her client. Okay.
No, let her talk.
Oh, you was. Oh, you're talking to me? Or? I thought you were talking to me.
I'm pretty sure you're talking to me.
Sometimes I just talk to anybody that'll listen. I tried to talk to Alan this morning. He wasn't listening. So I,
So I actually had a couple of them, counsel and I.
oh, what? Oh, see, Hugh, I was talking to you, man. And I knew, because I knew Zanin was going to do this. Go ahead.
You missed me on Friday. I know you did.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. All right. So Sycamore Meadows, how many does she have?
7.
On Sycamore Meadows?
Judge, I think
That's a lot.
it is, but there's only 2 that you have to do it again.
Yeah. So you want us to just get rid of those files or what do you want me?
I do, Judge. I think there's assistance on them.
What?
I think they're pending assistance or
On 5 of those? Okay.
There one's Judge. But council's here. If you don't know which ones.
I don't know which ones either. Because Zanin just started talking.
You opened the can. You looked at.
I did, but I was trying to do something this morning before
You want me to go?
Mr. Friedman starts. No, you don't want to be behind Friedman.
Let's pull autos and rolls and do the other 5. The other 2 won't take very long either. I don't think.
So like these
Those are the ones she said they need.
these are easy. All right. Can I call them as a group or you want them called it
Let's see, well, you're good with them, right? The ones that have the 5. Yeah, that's fine.
at 5?
Yes.
Okay, Sycamore Meadows versus Jantz Jr. versus Fulton versus Poole versus Nichols and versus Simmons.
For the plaintiff, Carrie Zanin, on behalf of Sycamore Meadows, running.
I'm going to this information to appear under Michigan Code Rule 8.0 under the supervision of Attorney Joe Bauer for this tribunal.
Permission to practice is granted.
But my understanding on all of these, there are working on assistance, except for maybe Fulton. We're still working on assistance. So we're working on assistance. And so we would ask to maybe come back in 2 weeks if you're agreeable to that. I think Mike Poole will actually resolve itself today. We've talked about that as well. Hopefully I'll be able to send you a dismissal today. But the other ones are working on either Hawk, DHS, or trying to get some kind of assistance. So we would like to reschedule those for 2 weeks if we can.
Are as I look through these files, so the number or the amount claimed, Nichols, I don't see as necessarily being a problem. Nor on Simmons. There are 2 where the number is significant. So has
One of
there,
them is not my cool one, but that one that actually was, my client wrote off, brought up the balance up to like 2,000 something.
okay, so,
That's the one I actually think that will be resolved today.
okay.
With this pool. Correct. And so the other one, I think it's the Fulton or the G, one of them.
Fulton is, yeah.
The Fulton. We're working on that. If there was something else that we were getting to work on that one. Yeah. But other than and all the other ones straight up just trying to wait for some funding.
Okay, gotcha. But then
One.
I just want to make sure that the number on these is going to get down to the point that funding as the caps are set can cover.
And that's what we're trying to do on the one, yes.
Got it. Okay. So all of, what's my name?
February 18th at 9 a.m.
Will February 18th work?
Tuesday or Friday?
It's a Tuesday.
Tuesday. I mean, that works. I know that these cases were set to the Tuesday docket this week for convenience, so we could also put them on.
We can always put it on Friday if that's okay with you. Because
Why are they doing this to me?
I'm so sorry. I'm good with the Tuesday.
Don't I? So, hold it. You didn't even come up with that on your own, did you? It was Bauer that told you to say that, didn't she? Didn't she say she did do that, right? Because Tuesdays were fine with you. Something about Bauer. It's not going to work, right?
That's correct.
I know it is. I know it is. Bauer, what's the problem with Tuesdays?
Nothing, Your Honor. I just didn't want them to get mistakenly put on a faster track because they were on Tuesday.
I'm confused by
I
that.
don't even know what that means. You just made something up, then made her say it so that she would get in trouble.
Is she?
Well, she would have been, except that now I know it's your
No,
fault.
I'm in trouble.
No, yes, you are in trouble. I'm going to leave him on a Tuesday because I'm trying to get these things resolved.
That's fine, Your Honor. I mean, otherwise it would have been the 14th, which is Valentine's Day, so. Right?
And I'm never in a good mood on that day. So,
I'll make sure that.
well, no, it's only because it's expensive. And every day is Valentine's Day with me. So,
Aw,
well, yeah,
so
it
love
is.
and not
really.
a FIDA.
Okay, you guys don't have to look like that when I say that. Wow.
February 18th.
February 18th, 9 a.m. Wow. Wow.
Good morning.
That was kind of hostile. Sycamore Meadows. Which one would you like? I got the Meadows and the
Speaking of
Rawls.
Sim, ooh,
Rawls. Sycamore Meadows.
What the? Okay, so what do you guys think about doing some Jeffrey Middleton? Some more of him. Do some more landlord-tenant matters in Middleton's court. I just want to see Meg again. Whoops. Oh, I don't mind input. I don't have the hots for her. Maybe a little. And her creepy eyes. Oh. Ah, there's that seductive mistress. Oh, today, what happened to Fleischer today? Never showed up. Court never answered my email. I checked the court docket and there was like 6 or 7 people that were supposed to go to trial today. So, assuming he showed up to work, I'm guessing they don't televise jury selection. So maybe we can stream it tomorrow if he does the jury trial. Well, I'm really curious. I love how at the end how Middleton told Meg there wasn't much she could have done even though she didn't do anything. I'm hoping to see if she actually does anything today. Meg reminds me of that Muppet Beaker. I need to check my door. That reminds me.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jen.
Good morning, Meg.
I kind of feel like a jerk not saying good morning to you, but there's this taboo about talking to plaintiffs when they're counsel, or, when they're represented.
So she can wave, but Laura, she can't say hello. So, all right. Good morning, everyone. We've got criminal pretrials going on in the room behind me. You guys have done some work. The Cox Law Firm has dismissed a couple of our cases that are coming up. The first case, Natalie Zarich, we just had a case earlier in 2024 with this defendant. We'll see whether she appears here.
How you doing?
Ms. Wilburn, how many of the jurisdictions are you still appearing at live? Or are you able to do most things virtually?
I would say the majority is still virtual. There's a handful that do second hearings in person. Lansing 54A is one of them. 5th District Court, St. Joe, that's another that does the second hearings in person. And then we've got 37th and 38th here by us. All of their hearings are in person. There's a handful that do in person, but I would say the majority still let us do virtual.
Well, there are 83 counties and 213, I believe, district judges, and there's a lot of local convention, but we managed to do most of our business by Zoom.
Yeah, I mean, so when I first started practicing, which was 5 or 6 years ago now.
Oh, Jesus, nobody cares,
Everything
Jen.
was in person.
Never met a girl whose name is Jen that wasn't a whore. Just kidding. Although in my experience, a lot of them have been.
Okay.
Riverside Townhouses versus Natledge Zaretz. Ms. Zaretz has been there for a long time. There was an old 2019 case that was dismissed, so she's been a tenant there for at least 6 years. There was a case earlier this year that was resolved with a conditional order of dismissal in May. This is a non-payment of rent case. The defendant was personally served. Let me make sure she's not here. Good morning. I'm looking for a Natledge Zaretz for landlord tenant, or anybody for landlord tenant. All right, thanks. We do have a lot of people here today because we have the criminal pretrials going on, but
I think Meg is going to say more than 5 words today.
also our landlord tenant clerk has been out for a few days. All right, thanks. Bye. All right, the bailiff check, no one for landlord tenant. Ms. Wilburn, what's the arrearage here?
Right now, Judge, the outstanding rental balance is $728. The court costs are $185 for a total of $913. And I believe the writ date we're working with is the 27th.
That's through January?
That's correct.
Ms. Kalmbach, is the tenant still here?
Last I knew, yes.
That's fair, Justin.
She was very involved in her last case, and knowledgeable. I'm surprised that she's not here. Her rent is only $334 per month.
Seriously?
After the matter was dismissed in May.
How much?
After the 300, I'm surprised that she's not here. Her rent is only $334 per.
$334 a month for rent? Seriously, Angie? Like, holy crap. Hey, Hella, no worries. It's got to be Section 8 or something dank, because it's got to be seriously subsidized, because you cannot get, like, my condo is like $1,800 a month in rent. And somebody got a fixed mortgage in 2022 for 3% APR. But I seriously, that's crazy price. Hello.
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 I was just over in another chat, and I said I'm coming over here, and I think some people are coming over here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, very cool.
Yes. Anyway, how are you?
Good, how are you? Hella, chat, hella.
Good. Hey, Maddie B. Hey, Ange. Hey, Bye Franz. Hey, Benjamin Lewis. Hey, Justin. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. We were watching Judge Simpson, but nothing much going on there. So we'll do some more tenant matters and see the expert legal analysis of Meg.
Analysis.
Analysis.
And yeah. Today, guess what? Today's the last day of my daughter being on holidays.
Aw.
Sorry. Aw. Aw. Collective. Aw.
Poor thing.
Oh, well. Coffee time. Yes.
Per month. After the matter was dismissed in May, it says now rent is paid through October. So she got from May to October and then was unable to pick it up in October. When is the last payment made?
November 5th for $263.45.
And that zeroed her out.
Yes.
Got any thoughts on that, Meg?
So we've got November, December, and January's rent, a combination of that here. Well, maybe she's going to pay it. She did before. She is subject to default.
Hi, Sasha.
Um,
Oh, God, Meg's trying to talk and she's muted.
Today is the 17th, so the date for the writ would be January.
Wait, she finally talks and she's muted?
She is subject.
Let me just zoom in on her. God, I need a better zoomer.
Over here is
To
a
default.
Zoomer is someone who has relations with
Men?
puppy dogs.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Fucking Australia.
Um,
Does she know she's
Today is
muted?
the 17th, so the date for the writ would be January 27th,
Got her
which is a
eyebrow thing?
Monday. All right, maybe it's not an overwhelming amount of money, there's some that we see, so maybe she's just going to pay it. All right, you can email me the judgment.
Okay, I will prepare that and I will get that over to you this morning.
Thoughts on that, Meg?
And our email address did change from .org to .gov. Many of the counties did. It's supposed to keep bouncing from .org to the new address, but it's caused me all kinds of cosmic headaches in all my other programs. But 3B civil at stjosephcountymi.gov.
Very good. I will send that over here shortly.
All right, our next case is Riverside Townhouses versus Heather Hooley. That is file number 242392LT. You filed an order of dismissal without prejudice in that case.
You gonna help
And I
Meg?
will sign that. Our next case is Copper Bay Companies LLC, and that is not Cox Law Firm. Is that it for you, Ms. Wilburn, this morning?
Yep, that's all we had this morning.
Well, here's Heather Hooley. Let's let her know her case was dismissed.
Good news, Heather.
What's your girlfriend?
Yeah.
No, sorry, it's your sister.
Hey.
Separated at birth. I'm sorry, but I can't get over how much you guys look.
Is that it for you?
She looks like you.
Fuck off.
Good morning.
Look at
Good morning,
her.
I'm sorry.
No need to
What-
apologize.
I
This is
swear
Judge Middleton. Are you Heather
She
Hooley?
shaves in the morning.
I am.
Your manager, Jen Wilburn, is here, and your manager, Lori Kalmbach, is here, and attorney Jen Wilburn. They filed an order of
Wow, he doesn't even
dismissal of
mention
this
Meg.
case, which appears you've either paid the rent or
Separated
moved.
at birth.
But the case for this morning is dismissed. Your next rent will be due in February, but it looks like you're good for now.
Okay, I'm
All right, you have
actually due.
questions?
Okay,
Go ahead.
thank you.
What's her problem?
All
No,
right,
I'm
stay
okay.
in
Thank you.
contact with your manager, is always my advice.
Whose problem?
Okay, so legal aid, she always looks like she smelled a fart.
She's what?
Always looks like she smelled a fart.
Or has a very quizzical look on one of her eyebrows.
But look at it, she's like,
Yeah, well, she also doesn't talk much. I think she's just there for her looks. What can I say?
I need to do a screen capture of her. Can you zoom up on her a bit so I can get a better screen capture of her,
Sure.
please?
Like that?
Is that the best you can do?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Is that a good face for her?
Sure, that'll do.
You're good
Thank you.
Got it?
Yep.
to go.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I've got someone that just came in as a phone number. I'll remove Miss Hooley.
Aw.
Hello.
Good morning. Who am I speaking with?
Excuse me. Natalie J. Zaretz.
Jesus, put the cigarette
All
down.
right, you're late for your own hearing.
Yes, I tried to log on with my computer, but it was stating that the meeting link is invalid, so I had to get my son's cell phone.
All right, well, I'm not sure what happened. You've done this before.
Yeah.
Everybody else is all right. Well, let's talk about this then. I called the hall to see if you were here. As it turns out, the attorney is still here. We just went through this a few months ago in another case in May, but this is from 242391. The defendant is late for her hearing, but she is here. I'm sorry, Nat Leger is how you say it?
Yeah, Your Honor.
Zaretz.
Yeah.
We have met. Telephone isn't ideal, but it's the best we got.
Yeah, my computer, it was trying to, I logged in early, but I typed it in just to test it. It was saying it was invalid, and then it wanted to update the app, and I just don't use Zoom a lot, so, and then I had to find my son's phone, and he's a teenager.
You're here now, so that's better than a poking eye. All right, this is a landlord-tenant case. It's a demand for not payment of rent. As such, you have the following legal rights. You have the right to obtain counsel for representation in this matter. If you cannot afford an attorney, a legal aid attorney may be available to help you. And the esteemed Megan Bauer is here from Legal Aid of Western Michigan, and she's here for a consultation if necessary. You have the right to have the case heard here in St. Joseph County where the property is located. You have a right to demand a jury trial.
With Meg.
If you want a jury trial, you have to tell me here today at this hearing, or be prepared to file a jury demand in writing with a jury demand form MC22 and pay the $50 jury demand fee, unless the court waives that fee for your inability to pay it.
Righteous bucks.
Your landlord has asked you to be evicted from a residential property because you haven't paid rent. You may be able to get assistance from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, the local coordinated entry agency, that's Community Action Agency, Housing Assessment and Resource Agency, that's Neighborhood Inc., or a federal help for homeless veteran program if you are eligible for veteran services. And these places, unfortunately, don't have very much money right now, but they are still trickling in. That information should have been sent to you with the original packet. You do not need a judgment against you to get help from the places listed above. A copy of the summons and complaint from your case are sufficient. You may be able to reach
Can we pause for just a moment?
Yeah.
So, Ange, you just came in, right? Now, see this chick, bottom left. I think that she is Dali's long-lost twin sister.
Lies.
No. Hear me out. Right? Pretty sure she's Dali's long-lost twin sister. Separated at birth. Now, just to prove it, I put a mustache on her. Yeah. So swap screens, please.
Oh, God.
Huh?
Damn it. God damn it.
I mean, come on now. Look, it's Dolly.
I talk more than her.
It's true. She knows how to shut up, but maybe she's muted.
That could be.
That's right. Like, because the thing is that, like, it's possible to shut him up. It does happen. Like, right now, he can't talk.
That's what I get.
Wait, okay, so have you checked like for signs of like stitches or anything on the side of your body to check that you weren't like separated from
No,
somebody?
I think I still have both my kidneys.
Okay, all right, because you conjoined twins, like sometimes they just
Oh,
they
I
cut
would
them
explain
off,
that.
and there was like a weird scar.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Give her messy hair.
give her
Kind of.
All right, I can go further
Oh God. Okay.
with this, no problem. I
Sometimes
could even put some pictures of cats in the background. So, hey! So I have this thing going with my daughter that we have a spare child up in the ceiling. Her name's Meryl. And we feed her fish heads. It's actually a Simpsons reference.
Oh.
Right. So, yeah, feed her fish heads. Her name's Meryl. And every now and again you can hear her, like, with her chains rattling up there. But if she ever needs a kidney, she's going to really appreciate that Meryl's up there.
That's true.
Yeah. But if she does wrong, there's always a spare one. We can always swap. All right, just leave it with me.
Oh God.
Spare
All right.
chance.
The court can't help set it up. You may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord that means the case would get dismissed by a conditional order of dismissal. That was what was done last time in May. And if the parties are interested, we can do that. According to your manager and Attorney Wellburn, your rent right now through January is $728 and $128 of cost. Excuse me, $185 of cost. So the total rent and cost due through January are $913.
Hey. Steve's here. We're going.
How you doing?
You were able to resolve this last time. Do you have a plan of attack here?
Yes, I do. To address your initial proposition, I don't want a jury hearing. I just haven't gotten paid child support payments for like a couple months, and my income has changed. So
So do you think Meg is gonna like say anything at all this entire time?
Which one's Meg? Oh,
Me.
her. Oh, her
My
name's
twin.
Meg. Oh,
Yeah.
your twin.
Yeah, that's why I keep going, Meg.
Meg.
Got any thoughts on
I
that,
know.
Meg?
You know her better. She's your
I-
twin.
She hasn't talked at all yet. She's
Well,
the
I mean-
quiet, brooding type.
Well, maybe she got PTSD from being kept up in the attic.
That's true.
It's possible. I'm firing up the big guns now. I've got Photoshop going.
Okay.
told previously by the head supervisor, Kathy Cooley, and the old manager, Lori Casino, that when my child support payments were late, that I should just wait until they get paid in arrears and just make my rent payment. So this year, or at least it was the end of last year, I missed December and then was
According to
issued
this,
paperwork
this includes
for that.
November, December, and January. Your last payment was November 5th, which was apparently applied to October. So this arrearage is at least a portion of November, December, and January.
Wait, I'm sorry, what? That's what they're saying? I need
Yeah.
to write this down for one moment. November?
No, it's
December?
only December and January, Your Honor.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's only December and January.
Yeah. So I'm waiting to get paid. I'm waiting for my child support payments to either even out or I get enough to make this payment, and they still won't even out. My payments are never balanced out, and I normally excuse me, I'm sorry, we're getting over pneumonia or whatever the heck's been going around.
Everything has been going around.
Yeah.
Can you
So
look at the screen
normally
for a minute?
What?
it's behind.
No. Could you look at the screen for
but
a
I'm
minute? No, don't do that. No.
Oh God.
Could you look at the screen for a minute, please? Upright. Thank you. Thanks for that. Okay, done. It's all right.
able to pay my rent, but this year he was granted visitation with my
Shut
kids.
up, David.
And he's doing a lot. He specifically targeted December because it was Christmas time. I've got some other stuff going on, familial, struggles with my ex-husband. But other than that, I mean, I know I can pay this.
What, Helen?
All right, well, the law, as you recall, the law requires that I adjourn this at least 7 days. And someone from the Cox Law Firm is set to be here next Friday morning. So,
That's the Cox Law Firm.
Ms. Wilburn, let's continue this to January 24th at 9:15. That's next Friday.
Okay.
You're already set to be here at 9:10 that morning.
We will be here.
She'll probably be late.
All right. I should be able to have this paid actually before then. So.
Well, that would be great. If the matter is paid, the case can be dismissed and you don't even need to appear. If it isn't paid, I would give you an additional 10 days to pay it. But then we would lag over into February's rent. You're really only 2 months behind, and it's not overwhelming. But still, it's disconcerting to have to go through this every couple of months.
Tell me about it.
So we'll address it. If you do pay, the case will be dismissed. If it's not, we'll address it next Friday morning.
Okay.
And I want you to show up on time. We get into sort of a tight schedule. This morning we had a couple of dismissals, but next week we've got them in short order. So I will.
Yes, sir.
If you do pay it, you don't need to come. If you don't, we'll talk about it further next Friday. You'll get at least 10 additional days.
Please don't come.
And always stay in contact with your manager.
All right.
Do you have any questions?
Your Honor. I do not.
All right. Well, either I'll see you next week or I won't. I hope I don't, because I hope it all gets paid and you're good to go. All right. Thank you.
For you, Meg?
Thank you, sir. Have a great day, everybody.
All right. Thank you.
Something, Meg.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good weekend.
All right. So you were still here. We were able to address it. The other case was dismissed. No harm. All right.
I don't even know.
You guys are good to go. I'll see you next Friday.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. For you, darling.
Thank you.
Our next matter is set for 9:20, which is 4 minutes from now, but it's also a dismissal. Copper Bay. Copper kettle sitting side by each.
All right. Meg, you're up, girl. You got this.
It's from the song Copper Line.
She was just riveted with
Things
your
pop
job.
into my head and then they just pop out.
I have that problem too.
You're going to have to fight Sean for that one.
You have to fight Sean potentially criminally for that one.
I hold on to these as they come in later in the week because very often the defendants show up, like the one that we just had a few minutes ago with Miss Hulu.
This is like when you're trapped in class as like the last kid and the teacher starts talking to you because you weren't paying attention. You haven't like got your backpack zipped up quick enough.
Yep.
And now you just have to make small talk with the teacher and you're just like, oh God.
Oh God.
I gotta go. I gotta go.
God, it's like, oh great, yeah, whatever you say.
Yeah.
Okay, bye now.
So we'll let this tick for a minute. Meg, we have a 9:20, which is this dismissal. Then we had a couple of other cases that were dismissed, and our next case is not until 9:30. So we've got 12 minutes of dead air here.
12 minutes to just chat. Let's chat, Meg.
Thanks for letting me know,
Tell us
Judge. And for filling me in on the pop culture reference.
Did you hear that?
Sometimes I get them.
My life.
She talks.
She talks like a man.
Oh.
I'm not dumb, but I can't understand why she looks like a woman and talks like a man.
Okay.
Oh, Meg.
All right, well, it's a little awkward.
That's a very deep voice.
That is.
Play that back, man.
Oh, God. I think she got into my testosterone.
Missed. And our next case is not until 9:30. So we've got 12 minutes of dead air here.
Tell me about it.
Thanks for letting me know, Judge. And for filling me in on the pop culture reference. Sometimes I get them.
My life is full of things that only I get.
I thought about mentioning the song that popped. I have songs pop into my head all the time, but I can't sing, and I can't remember the lyrics. I can just sort of, it's a little bit
Apparently, you can't practice law either because you haven't opened your mouth once for that, but.
of a mess.
Well, this is awkward.
And I feel like I'm often letting Rick Kupferschmidt down because he is just incredibly smart and remembers everything and can quote like paragraphs or stanzas of poems or essays, and he'll mention somebody or something, and I'm like, I have no idea. I feel like I constantly let him down. But
his brother wrote a short story about 50 years ago. It was a noir
Put us up there.
detective story. And the very first line of it was hot.
Oh my.
So he would walk around saying, it was hot.
Getting hot in
and
here.
Then there was a line in the first paragraph or so that the killer with his gun put a tunnel of daylight through his pump. So
oh, poor Meg.
Lay that on Mr. Kupferschmidt. See if he remembers that. It was hot.
And
Meg's
the killer
put a tunnel of daylight through his pump.
Meg's gonna text her coworker to.
But if you
pull
just
the
say
internet.
it was hot, I wonder if he would respond to that.
I appreciate that, Judge.
I try to be at least aware of what's going on in popular music, but I can't.
She's like,
My brain doesn't work that way, and music is done differently.
Hey, Judge,
I
is
just
it-
looked at
Is the next one here?
Rick Beato's top 10 songs of the year, and many of them I'd never even heard before. So I'm pretty out of current popular culture.
look at her.
Well,
Oh my God! I've seen prisoners of war in the Middle East look less captive than she does right now. Oh my God! She's about to do an America is horrible video at gunpoint. Suffer, Meg, suffer.
Oh my God. Okay, no, keep going.
Ah,
CH, what is happening? The poor legal aid, who we've kind of been making fun of because of the fact she looked exactly like Ali. And hang on. I'm working on I'm working on her transition at the moment because look at her. I mean, come on. She is Dali.
Oh God. It is
Separated at birth, right?
It's getting hot in here.
It's getting hot in here. Right. She hasn't spoken the entire time till now. Okay. So we have been making fun of her a little bit, just a little bit, but this is the first time she's spoken. And now she's stuck with Judge on this live
On
Zoom
break.
feed for 12 minutes. What did you do? Well, okay, so if I turn off the mask, right? If I turn this off, if I go over here, disable their mask, you'll see. Hang on. That's actually. Oh dear. So yeah, that's actually kind of the screenshot that I took. It's pretty funny. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Sorry. Okay. Let's go back.
Looks like it's time to sign the Copper Bay dismissal.
Oh, she is so uncomfortable.
That's an understatement that I'm pretty out of current popular culture.
She looks like me when I'm stuck backstage with a bunch of people talking and I can't figure out a way to like get away. And everybody's just talking. I'm just like, I need to go. I need to go. Can I go? Please.
That's your internal monologue. Usually you're just sitting there like.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Cool. Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
Come on. I want to hear it. Let's go.
All right. Paul Eby and Darcy Simmons at 114 Mackenzie Street. The matter is dismissed without prejudice. So we're down 3 cases. We've got 2 Terry Richmond cases. She's always on top of hers. Andy emailed me very early this morning, about 20 after 7, saying that the Stephanie Scott case looks like it's resolved. Did you get that email?
I forgot to check when you said that.
7:18.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I did get it. Great.
Yeah. There it is.
It is
good.
Not me.
So it'll shorten the end of our morning. I've got 3 general civil
It'll
matters
shorten
at
the end
10.
of my morning. Well, not mine, apparently.
So we'll finish here at 9:50, and then you'll pick up with that case at 10:30, and that should finish our morning.
Mavka just sent me a Facebook link. Is that actually her, Mavka?
Did you find her?
I think Mavka found her.
Oh, God. I was looking.
You're so bad, Mavka.
I had her.
I don't know how they were doing with the criminal cases behind me. They had a few.
What?
I said I don't want to dox her. I don't want to put her Facebook up.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, I'll just save it for later.
Yeah.
See if there's anything good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want to make fun of her any more than we already have.
No. Like, I'm sure she's lovely. I'm sure she's lovely. It's bad enough that we're saying that she's your twin.
It is bad enough. We're implying that she's related to my father.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. That we got some spank bank material.
Are there any bikini pics, Mavka? Let me know if you find her OnlyFans.
Oh, dear.
Hey.
Legal aid OnlyFans.
Yeah, those legal bills don't pay themselves, right?
No.
What about that 11 o'clock Richie Carlisle versus Sturgis housing?
That's a damage hearing.
Okay.
And it's not huge.
Well, he's heard that before. Haven't you, Dolly?
It's
Hey, Schnivels.
Schnivels in the yard.
Yeah, Junior's right here.
Why are we doing this?
Show Junior.
Are we looking at? Oh, we're looking at.
Yeah.
Is it Junior? Is Junior here? Hello, Junior. Oh, Junior.
I think they're asking for 1999 40 62 94 30
We're
10.
We're covering up your sister.
I'm not sure. Then they've got an attachment of $9,360.
Whoa, righteous box. Wait.
She's animated.
I'm not $60.
Oh, look at that. Ready?
Hold on. No, hold on. Hey, I got
Good look at
this.
the face.
They've got an attachment of $9,360.
Righteous bucks.
Righteous bucks.
I'm not exactly clear.
I'll certainly
What, Mr.
stick around.
All right, I'm not sure what Mr. Porter's asking for.
That is a man's voice.
Can you hear the purring?
Those are definitely the kind of numbers that put someone back in priority for these damages cases.
Hey, Lexi.
Lexi's here.
Really, Africa?
Oh, wait, now I hear it.
His pleadings looks like he's asking for $234.99. But then there's this attachment of $9,360. Well, it looks like we have somebody here, Michelle or Mitchell. That would be Mr. Milam. Let's see, maybe Mr. Porter's watching. He just sent me an email. I'll forward this to you.
Mr. Paul's watching and he's in love. He's in love with Meg.
Thanks, Judge.
He wants a bit of Meg. Oh, baby.
No, he's asking now, it says $7,800. I'm confused. Maybe when he comes, it'll help unconfuse me. Okay, there's apparently a lot of money involved in that case. 9:30 is our next case. Mitchell Milam is here.
Oh, she's like, thank God. Please bring someone else in.
Oh, not him.
Oh,
Anybody
no.
but him. Good Lord. I don't want this Tormund Giantsbane weirdo.
No, she's like, please, just anybody. Please. Please.
Good morning, Mr. Milam. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me, Judge?
Yes.
Oh,
We'll do
yeah.
it in just a minute.
Oh, sheep is here. Hello.
Good Lord. Guy looks like
All of the cases
tried out
today
for
still have
Game of Thrones.
2-4
Shit.
case numbers. All of these started last year. Soon enough, we'll be involved in 2-5 cases.
So let's go for a little bit longer.
Oh, hello,
That's
lady.
that is not Larry.
Larry, is that your name?
Yeah, on the bottom right. Oh, no, Terry.
Larry.
Oh, wait.
Oh, it's
Did
not
Larry
Terry.
Good
transition
morning,
to Terry?
everyone.
Very quick transition.
We've got a couple of Richmond
Science
cases
is
to do,
improving.
and Terry Richmond is here on her behalf. Direct from Not Big Pine Key, and Mitchell Milam is here in his mobile headquarters in the passengers seat. Mr. Milam, we just went through this a bit ago, but let me advise you again. Attorney Meg Bauer is here from Legal Aid, and she's in on the live feed. This is a landlord-tenant case where your landlord is asking you to pay the rent or move out.
Loser.
It's called a non-payment of rent case, and as such, you have certain legal rights. And we, like I said, we just did this, but let me tell you
I do
again.
need new glasses.
You have a right to hire an attorney in this matter. If you cannot afford an attorney, a legal aid attorney may be available to help you if you're eligible, or you could seek other legal services, which there really aren't any. You have a right to have the matter heard here in St. Joseph County where the property is located.
And now she's Terry.
You have a right to have a trial in front of a judge, which would be me, or a jury. We haven't had a jury trial since I've been here, and I'm not sure we've had one in 55 years, but the law does entitle you to have one. And if you request one, you have to tell me at this first hearing or file a demand in writing within 5 days and pay the $50 jury demand fee.
No jury trial in 55 years.
If your landlord has asked you to be evicted from a residential property because you haven't paid rent, you may be able to get assistance from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, a local coordinated entry agency, a housing assessment and resource agency, that would be Neighborhood Inc., or a federal help for homeless veterans program if you're eligible for veteran services. And we sent that information to you with the first initial packet. You do not need a judgment against you to get the help from the places listed above. A copy of the summons and complaint from your case are sufficient. You may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord by going through a local community dispute resolution agency, and we have one. If parties are interested, the court will help set that up. And you may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord that means a conditional order of dismissal would be entered. And if that does happen, we will assist in preparing that form. Rent here is $172 per week. You got behind a little earlier back in 2024 and apparently caught it up. Ms. Richmond, what's the status here?
Okay, he paid some, so right now he owes $698.50 for rent and $187.90 for court costs, for a total of $886.40.
Is he an odinist?
All right, that's through when?
Through the 23rd of January, which is next Thursday.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Milam, you agree with that?
Yes.
What's your plan, to get caught up on the rent again?
I'll be able to pay majority of it this weekend, and then I'll have the rest of it by Friday next week.
All right.
God damn it.
Well, the law requires that I adjourn this for 7 days, then you get 10 days from then to pay it. Of course, by next Friday, another portion of rent would be due. But how about if we continue this to January 24th at 9:40?
Okay.
All right.
Does that work for Larry?
Now, if you've paid everything by then, you don't need to show up. But if you do not pay everything, we'll recalculate what's due, apply any payment you made, and add an extra week's rent. And then you get 10 days from that day to pay it. But you have got caught up in the past, and you've made some payments, and I think you're going to make a good faith effort to get caught up on this.
Oh, you're going to do
I'll see you next Friday morning at 9:40, unless you've paid everything.
Matey?
Otherwise, we'll address it then. Do you have any questions?
No, I do not, sir.
All right, I'll let you get back to work. You're good to go.
All right,
Let's get back onto your ship.
Thanks, Mitch.
No problem, Terry.
Good luck climbing the wall.
Yeah, I think the problem is every time he gets one of those, he gets another set of costs.
I know.
I know.
He gets
But people are struggling to run as fast as they can and stay in the same place.
This was from the
My next one is Craig. She called me yesterday and said she'd be in today to pay.
All right, here's Mr. Wardell.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Waddell.
So was Miss Craig gonna be here?
Probably not. She never does.
All right. Well, let's deal with Mr. Wardell then.
Yeah, he's
And we'll
there.
come back and make a record on that. Good morning, Walter.
How you doing, Judge? How you doing, Richmond?
I'm doing okay. This is file 242426, People versus Wardell. This is Terry and Larry Richmond versus Walter Wardell. Mr. Wardell, Attorney Meg Bauer is here from Legal Aid once again in the background. Your sister, Latia, I think is still on here as a co-signer.
Yes, she is.
But we went through this a while ago, but I need to advise you this on the record. You are a defendant in a landlord-tenant proceeding for non-payment of rent. As such, you have the following legal rights. You have the right to obtain counsel for representation in this matter. If you cannot afford an attorney, a legal aid attorney may be available to help you. And as I had indicated, Megan Bauer is here today. You have a right to have the matter heard here in St. Joseph County where the property is located. You have a right to have your case heard before a jury. If you wish to have a jury trial, you have to tell me today and be willing to pay the $50 jury demand fee unless the judge waives the fee. Your landlord has asked you to be evicted from a residential property because you haven't paid rent. You may be able to get assistance from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, a local coordinated entry agency, a housing assessment and resource agency, a federal help for homeless veterans programs, and you actually got help last time from your probation program where they paid your rent.
Really?
And you got that information previously. You do not need a judgment against you to receive help from the places listed above. A copy of the summons and complaint from your case are sufficient. You may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord
Can you pause for a second?
by going through mediation, and if both parties are interested, we can help with that. You may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord that means a conditional order.
Hello. Who is Callie's angle on X?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, somebody has messaged me something.
Oh, great.
If you don't want to say who you are, that's fine. But you're watching now. I know you are. Hang on. I know you're watching. Oh, that's UCH.
Oh.
Okay. Hang on a minute. I can probably just show. I can probably bring it up.
Yeah.
In just a minute. Okay. Yeah. If we go over here.
You got it. God.
Lols. Hang on a minute. Can you just go back to your screen for a minute?
Mine, yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Okay, and I got another one. You go back.
That one's kind of cute.
Cute. It is kind of cute.
That is me in 15 years. Oh, God.
Very cool, very cool. Thank you, CH. Okay, you can go back to your screen now.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
Dismissal would be granted. If so, we could help in preparing that.
Thank you.
Let me make a note here.
wasn't
Latia
you.
is logging in.
Hello.
Good morning. It's cold out there.
Yeah. Trying to get to my car. I'm at work
You're not at Neighborhood Inc. anymore?
No, I work for CareLink now.
Well, you were a lot of help while you were there, but their funding is not much right now.
No, it's not probably. Okay, I'm here.
All right. We went through this, as I mentioned, back in 2024, and the Swift Insure program, or one of the programs, ended up paying Walter's rent. He was going to be working at Flat Rock. Miss Richmond, what's the current arrearage?
The rent is $1,171.38. Court costs of $203.66 with a total of $1,375.04.
Again, that's through next Thursday?
That's correct.
Through January 23rd. Mr. Wardell, what's your position?
So I was guaranteed all these hours at Flat Rock because I'm still there, and I'm not even getting like 15, 16 hours a week now. I don't know what the deal was with that. The general manager, when I got hired back, he promised me all these hours, but I didn't know that he had put his 2 weeks notice in. So now they got a new GM and I'm not getting no hours. I just recently had an interview yesterday with Riverside Townhouses for supervisor maintenance. I have an interview next week with Weber and Schoolcraft. I'm kind of guaranteed that job. But other than that, sir, I've been working with, my niece is with me from Neighborhood Inc. To try to find someone who probably would take the voucher to help me out. I went to DHS for a state of emergency to try to get help for the Richmonds for my rent. And they said I have to be evicted by the courts in order for them to even consider to help.
All right, well, they keep telling people that, and that's not accurate. But nonetheless, I tell you, you do not need a judgment against you to get that assistance. And then the DHS tells people you need an eviction order. At any rate, you don't have an eviction order yet. Now, did you make any rent payment after Swift Insure paid your rent?
Probably like one or something like that, yes.
Yeah, you can't afford to live where you're living.
Yes.
You don't have enough income. I don't wish I had a better answer, but yeah, someone else paid all your rent and then you immediately got behind again. Obviously you need more than 15 hours a week. All right, well, let's continue this. Miss Richmond, you're going to be here next Friday morning anyway, January 24th at 9:45.
Judge,
I'm not here.
I have to get each hearing for this.
All right, I think that's gonna be it for today. But has Meg said anything today? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She everybody else but the judge and her went off Zoom, so she was stuck there awkwardly, waiting for like 10 minutes for the next person to on the docket.
That's so great.
So she has to talk awkwardly with the judge for a few minutes. He's like making these dumb cultural references she doesn't get.
And she's big like this.
And it was so awkward.
Her voice is much deeper than Dolly's.
Yeah. I don't know what that says about her or me, but... Or both.
Or about you, probably.
Thank you. That wasn't awkward. That was just Meg. Judging by the way she reacted to that situation, she might be me.
You need to check your body for scars.
Yeah.
Like, legit.
Yeah, it's like a Parent Trap situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you streaming tomorrow?
Yes, and you're joining me.
Yay!
Because guess what?
What?
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Dougie Carter, who, I gotta say, he's my favorite in terms of quotables. Mr. I would walk over hot shards of glass for Ron for Holman.
You
Because
said that in there?
I remember him saying that at the sentencing post conference thing for Ron Holman, because sorry, for Jerry Holman. There's so many Rons. For Jerry Holman, I'm getting all my names mixed up now, because he is not a liar.
No.
Remember?
No. Yeah, no, I do now.
Yeah, you remember that, the whole shards of hot glass thing.
Yeah.
That was the best.
Yeah.
Right? And we never did anything dishonest or anything unless we didn't know before we did it, blah, blah, blah. It was so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Right? And any notion that there was a cover-up, and remember he said any notion of a cover-up years earlier also, is just offensive. It's offensive. Oh my God. I'm so hoping for more great quotes from Doug Carter. If you don't know who Doug Carter is, he's a superintendent who's like the face of the Delphi murders investigation right from the beginning, and still seems to be, even though he's retired. Likes to take big pats on the back for putting Mr. Richard Allen in prison for the rest of his life. And his face, unfortunately we're not going to get to see his face in this, but his face just turns, like he goes from like smiling to being like that. Anyway, so he talked to our favorite fan casters, Ain and Skevin. Yeah.
Yes.
And we're in the process of getting all the words down. We're not going to say how that all happens. It just all happens. And so Mr. Ilya T-Bone Satchel, Dali, and I are going to do a dramatic reading of that tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. Is that okay with you? Your calendar okay with that?
Yep.
Sweet. We're on.
Sounds
we
good.
are on.
Sounds
Is
like
this
a lot of
still
fun.
a commentary channel, David? I don't know.
No. Not anymore.
Was it ever? It's just a shit-talking channel. Is that commentary?
Okay, guys. All right, I'm going to redirect y'all. All right, chat.
Glory Holman, yes.
Kurt on Civil Law is currently live. I can redirect everyone over there if you'd like.
Or not.
I guess Sean is also live in a few minutes.
Let's do that.
I guess I can do him. Okay, I'll do Sean. Maybe.
Do we learn the alphabet song down there? Yeah. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
Cool.
L, M, N, O, P. You know they've changed that.
Really?
Yeah. L and... I can't remember what they've changed it so that people don't get mixed up about the L and M O, whatever it is.
LMNOP.
My daughter can tell me what it is. Anyway, at the end we go X, Y, Z. Not Z?
Huh.
Z.
Okay, if you say so.
That's how you say it. Yeah, they've changed it so that you don't say that in the middle. L N L M L N. I don't remember which way around it is now. Does M come first? M N. Yes, M N. You get the ending wrong, Trin.
Sofa.
Yeah,
All
kids
right.
are.
I'm going to send y'all over to potentially criminal Sean. So tell him Dolly Raid. And go from there. All right, guys. I will see y'all tomorrow. Toodles. End stream.